3, 2, 1.
Hailey King, she has one of the best backhand flex games out there right now. Big distance, and I think the aggression can really pay off out here. I would love to see Hailey tap into some more rage out there. Kristin Tattar looks great. Her shoulders are in shape, I'm telling you. I mean, they really are, but it just seemed like she was a couple inches off from a couple of putts to being in the lead. Just needs to tighten up just a touch.
Everyone is thinking a little bit about the World Championships where Holyn had almost a wire-to-wire lead and then it all went away in the final round. So we know that Holyn is hungrier than everyone right now. There was a little bit of up and down with temperatures today, but Holyn was looking comfortable regardless of hoodie on, hoodie off. It didn't matter. She was getting birdies. I think it's really cool to watch Kat Mertsch attack every single course, and you hear her say out loud, I can do it, over and over again, and she really believes it. I think regardless of what happens out there, she is going to be the most fun to watch because she's going to be throwing those huge shots that can put you in position to win. Hello and welcome to the 2024 Discraft Great Lakes Open. It's Championship Sunday. Thanks again to Garrett J. Verberg for sponsoring this event. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two hot geese.
Honk.
A nice, another cool autumn day to wrap things up, but a heated match, if you will.
What do you mean?
I think it's just really close, and it could be anyone's game, so. Yeah.
I actually don't know that saying, which is surprising.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into it.
First up, we have Holyn Handley, 72% fairway hits through the first three rounds, 63% circle 2 in regulation, 88% circle 1X putting. Those are some good stats here at Toboggan Disc Golf Course.
Yeah, especially shooting the course record 10 down. Kristin Tattar, you know her, you love her, 68% fairway hits, 70% circle 2 in regulation, 81% C1X putting, only one stroke back of Holyn.
Kat Mertsch 1 stroke back from Kristin, 2 back from Holyn, 73% fairway hits, 67% of the time at least putting for birdie from circle 2 in regulation, 90% of her circle 1X putts going in.
Hailey King rounding out the card, 77% fairway hits, 70% C2 in regulation, and 66% C1X putting. We saw her in round 2, and we get to see her battle for the win today. Kicking things off, hole 1's a par 3, 516 feet. Top 3 sledding hills, I think, on this property. Yep, OB left and right you can find either, especially if you're trying to get aggressive. This is played as one of the hardest holes every day, for first or second, just because it's not particularly reachable unless you go wildly aggressive backhand flex shot that often doesn't pay off. So we're mostly going to see forehand chip up pars.
Yep, played as the most difficult hole again today.
And the final round of the 2024 Discraft Great Lakes Open, presented by Garrett J. Verberg Company, a disc golf pro tour, a lead series event. This is the lead call. And teaming off first, and for the third straight day, we have a new leader. At 19 under par from Grapevine, Texas, Holyn Handley. Let's go, Holyn!
So hopefully Holyn's not thinking what everyone else is thinking, that she was in the lead at Worlds and didn't hang on to it, and can she clinch it today?
Yeah,
that's definitely what everyone's thinking.
Everyone's thinking that for sure. We have a really critical crowd.
Yeah. They're really judging her outfit too, I think.
Look at this wind working this disc back into the fairway. Huge forehand from Holyn Handley.
Yeah, great shot.
She's the 2021 Discraft Great Lakes Open champion and two-time world champion from Holyn, Estonia, Kristin Tattar. Let's go, Kristin!
It's so weird to bust out your winter weather gear here in Michigan. We're used to it being heat stroke hot.
Mm-hmm.
Kristin,
very early.
Yeah, way early. It looks like it did drop safely. It's going to be a very difficult up and down for par from there.
Let's go, Kurt!
Kat opting for the sidearm. We don't see her throw as many sidearms off of a lot of these tees that are very sidearm friendly, but it's such a great play here. She works typically more of a hyzer flip sidearm game, which can be dangerous, but she manages the angle nicely.
Let's go, Hailey!
Hailey King with a really, really great sidearm.
And that looks good. So much power, and she looks so casual doing it.
She sure does. So yeah, like I said earlier, hole 1 is again the most difficult hole of the day. It's a tie for the most difficult hole today, averaging at 0.63 strokes over par. This is right after cut day, so only 24 competitors today.
What a strange approach shot. Like, you don't practice from here. She can't see the pin, and it's going to be out of bounds. Rough start for Kristin.
The wind up at the top of the hill is so crazy. That might look like it was just a shank, but it really is difficult to manage the angles of your disc from up high. Kat having some struggles here as well, trying to get it close to that elevated pin and really shorten her putt. And that's a pretty common mistake. Kristin, just, it's scary to put your disc out over OB.
Mm-hmm. Hailey far enough that she can just go little backhand, almost a putt to pitch up, which is really nice on this hole.
Nobody was able to get to circle 1 in regulation today. 2 people found circle 2, which is incredible. No birdies today from hole 1. No surprises either.
Man, Kristin from deep just going to lay up and start things off with a double bogey.
Out of the 24 competitors that made it today, there were 3 double bogeys. And let's see, 33% of the field, a third of the players playing today got a single bogey. It's one where you don't want it to happen, but it can slip away really quickly with just a little bit of a wrong angle of release.
Kat Mertsch doing a good job of not letting too much slip out of her grasp there. She manages to get the single bogey with a nice tester putt. And Holyn and Hailey with a couple tap-ins.
And just like that, 3 strokes separating first place. That's crazy, in one hole.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what else happens today.
Hole 2 is right back up the hill. We just came down. It's 426 feet. Today we are playing the long pin position. That's correct, right?
Yep.
I think we are.
We are.
You got to get far up the hill, as far as you can, because it's not simple like yesterday in the short pin where you could almost have just a mid-range or a putter up to the pin. Today you do have to throw something hugging the crest of the hill or just something that's going to push far straight. There's about 80 or 100 feet of flat to get back to that other elevated basket.
Holyn gonna be on the left side where the footing is not as good.
Yeah, it forces you to throw standstill a lot.
In round 1, we saw our feature card ladies make pretty easy work of this, but this pin position is just so much more difficult. Hailey with a great drive.
It's played as one of the easier holes of the day for the last 2 days in that shorter pin position, but it's actually played as the easiest hole again today, even in the long pin.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of blows my mind.
It did the first day, too.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember also being blown away then. And Kristin gonna kind of be on the edge of the berm. That can be a little bit awkward to get enough power. And you guessed right, Holyn having to go standstill, but man, she's got a lot of power. A little bit of a late release, though.
Hailey opting for just a standstill forehand, not trying to do anything crazy. She crawls up into the edge of circle 1.
Oh, this looks really good from Kristin. Yeah. No trouble even with the footing.
And a great bounce back from hole 1.
Man, just so easy. Impressive shots. It's really difficult to get that much power that they are getting.
Yeah, I feel like the cat might have almost been able to see the top of the basket. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Holyn giving it a little bit of a soft run up to the bullseye for par.
Everyone else on the dance floor.
It was a 50-50 split today. 50% birdie, 50% par.
Wow.
No bogeys.
Great putt from Hailey.
And we're starting her round off with some fireworks.
Cat also just
Thrilled.
yeah. I like it. They're focused.
Yeah, this is a long course, and playing it 4 days in a row plus 3 or 4 practice days, it really does take a toll on you. It's a lot of big hills. Especially today and yesterday, the wind was wild, especially in the mornings, and it's a chilly wind. Really keeping that brain engaged.
And everyone except our leader birdieing that one, bringing it to a 2-stroke game. This is crazy. Hole 3, downhill par 5. It's eagleable. We've seen a few 915 feet, very tight OB on the left and right. Worst mistake you can make is early right. If you try to go big and end up on the late left side, you can even save a birdie with another big shot. If you get all the way down before that little patch of OB on the right, you can throw up and over on your second. A lot of ladies in the field playing this for an easy birdie, though. You can even go mid-range off the tee and birdie it.
So yesterday we had a north wind, and this was very headwindy. Today I think it switched out of the west. It looks like the flags don't have a ton of movement here. Maybe it's something that affects further down into the fairway. But looks fairly guarded up on the tee pad. Hailey gonna eke out of bounds, but way down there. And like Erika said, with a huge shot, she can get up to the putting surface from there. We'll see what her footing is, because sometimes close to the OB line, it can be a little weird.
Look at this elevator action on Kat's disc. She gets a lot of power on it, but it's very high, and it's going to fade and be barely safe.
That is definitely not what she was trying to do, but I love that it worked out.
Her reactions, man. How can you not be a Cat Mertsch fan?
Seriously.
Kristin flipping one up, getting some nice churn on it.
Oh,
Looks like it's going to hold on, yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
So
man.
close. But super far down there.
Holyn threw
Ooh.
a great shot on this yesterday.
This is a lot of turn. Come on. Yeah.
Wow, trusting that disc to come back blind.
Looks like she changed her disc for today. That's a Jawbreaker Z Flex Vulture, and it really paid off for her.
I think that's her Tour Series disc, right?
I am not sure, but
I'm pretty sure it's a Holyn is with the Vultures.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure. Ooh, Cat turning this one over, trying to go huge here. Respect.
I wonder.
She did yesterday and it worked.
Yeah, I wonder where the spot's going to be. Doesn't seem like she crossed up there, but Hailey looks like she's trying to go for it too here. Some really good height. Doesn't hang it out as wide. She's not challenging those same trees we saw Cat get caught up in, and she is in circle 2. We saw this from Holyn yesterday as well. Just golfing out there.
Yep.
Laying up, taking the easy birdie.
And to confirm, Holyn Handley Jawbreaker Z Flex Vulture is her Tour Series disc. Go support Holyn Handley. Those Frisbees feel good.
They look cool too. Ooh, Kristin pulling this. Let's see if it's stable enough to get back. Ooh,
Oh,
it's
man.
not.
It's crazy it didn't hit any trees and still stayed OB. Lots of space over there. Holyn golfing on the green in 3.
Love golfing, Holyn. Kristin having to take it from the short side. This is going to be nose up and blind.
And way on the right side. Easy mistake to make. It's really difficult to tell where the basket is. And you can't really walk to any place to see it. If that
You can
makes
like
sense.
walk to the left.
Yep.
But that doesn't really help you that much. Ooh, nice one from Kat on her 4.
It's weird to see our lead card struggle on this hole a little bit. It's in the middle of the pack on difficulty, but like Erika said, some people, if you can put your first shot in bounds, you really are thinking about it as an easy birdie.
But it has teeth.
It sure does.
Kristin finding them. Kat unable to save par. Man, big gallery.
Huge gallery. Nice par from Hailey King. Yeah, there's 2 AM events this weekend. AM Worlds is over in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the AM side of this event, I think has 600 or 800 people playing. So really cool to still have some people out watching.
Golf and Holyn with the only birdie on the card.
A third of the field got this one.
When's the
Yeah.
last? Sorry, go ahead.
A quarter of our lead card.
Huh. When's the last time you've seen Kristin Tattar take 2 double bogeys in 3 holes? Maybe never?
Yeah, maybe never.
Probable statistic for y'all.
Our specialty.
Whoa, look at the double shuffle.
Here we are at hole 4. It's 508 feet. It's a par 4. This first shot, most players using the left side of the fairway. That big tree is right in the way. You can throw a hyzer around it as well. The landing zone is very small if you're trying to get the birdie on this one. Those little beams that run across the middle of the fairway here on the hill don't let you throw anything low and play the skip. You have to carry it in the air, but there is a low ceiling as well. You can't throw something too hard because it drops off behind the basket very steeply. 2 very touchy shots here required to get the birdie, but it is reachable by everyone in the field.
As long as this gets past that tree, it's going to be great. And it does. Holyn with a titanium undertaker there. Great angle.
Yeah, I don't mind being a little bit tucked on the right side.
Yeah, as long as you get past the trees, she's got the sidearm.
This looks great from Hailey.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah. So perfect. Star Wraith.
We saw Kat Mertsch yesterday play way up the left side, get past all the trees on that side. Which looks like she's taking this route again.
Yeah, not a typical play, but it worked yesterday. She gets a little caught up today. She might have a window, though.
Yeah, if you don't have the distance, that low ceiling of the tree that she's underneath gets in the way of a lot of players. But Kat's really comfortable throwing those huge shots.
Oh, beautiful turning shot from Kristin.
Some really nice applause from the gallery.
I mean, those were some really pretty shots to watch. It's a nice day.
Yep, Kristin with a wide open shot.
Oh, yeah.
Perfectly over the beams.
She's going to go double birdie. Weird. Kat dealing with that low ceiling, trying to throw a turnover sidearm. She's going to be in circle 2. Got a little beamed.
It's so difficult to get a bunch of power when you're down on a knee with a sidearm because you can't really engage your hips. Holyn throwing standstill here, working a turning shot, kind of sneaking up that left side, and that is doable on this hole. She'll have a long putt for birdie.
Hailey going sidearm from a little bit farther. Ooh, pulls it. It's a bad kick, too.
Kat with a little bit of a tricky shot here, but she's good at these forehand shots, and she's got her hat on backwards, so that really does add to the focus.
Yeah, I knew it was going to work as soon as I saw her hat. Hailey probably should have flipped her hat backwards for that last shot.
Ooh, I don't know. Hat backwards, Hailey. We don't know her.
I think I might be a little frightened, actually.
I know. I want.
What she's
I'm
capable
curious.
of. Holyn just going to lay up there.
But it's like a Ouija board. Like, I don't want to mess around. I want to know what I'm doing. There's 6 birdies on hole 4. A quarter of the field got this one. Kristin able to make that funny little purple-green pattern. Hopefully, that's enough of that.
Yeah, I'd say so. But, I mean, what do I know? And again, a tie for second. 3-way tie, 3 strokes back of Holyn. It's weird that we've already had that twice this round. Oh, look at Owen Scoggins, actually. Up in the mix in that tie for third.
Not as much scoring happening today. Valerie Mandujano with the current hot round of 3 down.
Hole 5, downhill par 3, 480 feet. Almost no birdies on this one. Also, you can just kind of get it onto the ground and split the hole in 2, or you can try to get all the way there. Usually a hyzer flip kind of a play will get you into circle 2. Kat Mertsch, one of the only people to land inside the circle on this one. We've seen a few others do it. There is OB deep. That typically doesn't come into play, but it's a pretty fast green, so watch yourself.
In years past, we've had a headwind on this hole, but it's been so nice and calm every round this year. Kristin throwing just the textbook. Great shot on this hole.
Really pretty line.
Getting a full flight. This played as the 3rd most difficult hole of the day today. Like Erika said, it is very difficult to birdie. Only 5 competitors out of 24 today able to get into circle 2 in regulation.
Wow.
Holyn.
So good. Let's see. That was a Z Cicada.
Hailey King trying to flip something up the right side. Ooh, I think it's going to work. Oh, man.
Still really good. That's her Tour Series Sidewinder.
That one Guardian tree. Oh, I didn't know she had a Sidewinder this year. Cool.
Yeah, looks really flippy. She started that on a lot of hyzer. Flippy for her, anyway. She throws so hard.
Kat Mertsch.
This is nuts.
Barely missing the tree that Hailey hit. Getting a big skip on the green. She's putting.
Oh, it's Kat's Tour Series Sidewinder.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I was confused.
Okay.
Hailey, Star Hawkeye.
Okay. Ooh, Kristin giving it a bid from deep in circle 2. I think out of the 5 people that got to circle 2 in regulation, they're all here. Is that what just happened?
It seems like it. Oh, Hailey with a great run, catches the band. Yeah, you're never going to see, I think, a better 4 shots on this hole.
No, the fact that everyone's putting is wild. There's a reason they got to the lead card here. They're the best at controlling their distance drivers. Also,
Was she exactly right behind the tree. I hope we get to see this. Oh my gosh, look at this. No way. Look at this hyzer putt. What a cool slow mess.
No chains.
Look at her head sticking out.
No chains. Just into the bottom of the basket.
Wow.
Cat one of only 2 birdies today.
See if Holyn can get it. She's just outside the circle.
Yes, she
Okay.
can. So yeah, we have 4 of the 5 circle 2 in regulation drives on this, all on our lead card. Jennifer Allen got to circle 1.
I still think everyone should be flabbergasted by how well lead card just played that. Unbelievable.
Like the other 19 competitors in the field did not get onto the putting surface. That's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. Holyn now with a 4-stroke lead.
They're so good. Valerie Mandujano still hot round, 4 down through 10. Hole 6 is one of my favorite holes on the course, probably because it's a nice little short par 4 through the woods, aka the perfect disc golf hole. A little chip backhand is perfect to this landing zone right here. You can throw a mid or an overstable putter. Your second shot, ideally, you're set up perfectly to this gap and you throw a forehand that pushes that back wall of trees and lands gently on this very hard pan, fast-paced green. You can't come in too hot because you can skip down the hill really quickly or skip past the basket, which is another hill. We've seen some players push farther than that initial landing zone I was talking about and get down into the bottom of the gully. Shortens your approach, but it makes it severely uphill, so it can be a little tricky.
This is also kind of becoming a common play, I think, just getting a little bit past the hill because it takes those kind of couple of guardian trees on the left that you can end up behind out of play.
Yeah, same exact play as Holyn.
Kristin's been doing the same thing every day. I'm not sure if she got down the hill, but we'll see. Hailey, I'm guessing, trying to get way down there.
Yeah, she pulled out a driver yesterday as well. Oh, that last corner tree on the right. She may have a way to poke through and find herself on the green. It's a little tricky on the left side. I'd rather be left than right, though, I think.
Yeah, a few less trees. Kristin with a beautiful sidearm puts it just outside the bullseye for another birdie.
Man, it looks so pretty out there.
It does.
With the wind blowing. Look at the dappled shadows on the hill.
I will look at them. Holyn absolutely parking it. Looking very in control.
Ooh, Cat catching the last guardian tree. She's going to have a birdie opportunity still, but it's from deep in circle 2, and this is a scary basket to attack on. Hailey looking at kind of a wall.
Ooh, catches the right side of a tree, but, all right. Circle 2 looks like.
So landing to the right of the green there, down that hill, is not the best place to be. It makes the putt severely uphill to the point where it kind of closes off your aiming point on the chains.
Cat trying to get another circle 2. Almost cashes it in.
Oh, wow. She went up
Yeah.
a lot higher on the hill than I thought.
Not able to convert the birdie, though.
Kristin trying to work her way back to even par. Just one up right now with that birdie.
Can you imagine being 1 over through 6 with 2 double bogeys? Like, I can't.
No.
That's so good to get 3 birdies.
I'm so surprised there's only 8 birdies on this hole today out of 24 competitors. even with 18 people getting to circle 2 in regulation. It's a very tough putting green.
Yeah, one of the tougher ones out here, which is saying a lot because they are all on hills and a lot of them are hard pan.
Holyn Handley still with a significant lead here.
Hole 7. OB left and right. The left side's new. We hate it. You should too. If you can get to the top of the hill, it's a very gettable birdie. All these ladies can do it. If you land a little bit short though, it's kind of a layup play now with that left side being OB very tight here at this pinch point. It also is very tight on the right side as you get up towards this basket. Again, sloped. You see some rollaways on this one. Oh, this is the turtle hole, right?
Yes, it is. This and hole 18 are the 2 hardest par 4s. Most of the par 4s on the course you are thinking about birdieing. This one is not one you're really thinking anything. You just are trying to focus on your tee shot more than anything, and then you have to make some decisions from there.
You're just numbing out.
Yep.
Just throwing.
You're numbing out for sure. Kristin doing such a good job of working up that right side. You really do have to hug those trees on a little bit of a turn angle or a hyzer flip angle with something a little bit less stable and trust that your disc isn't going to dump. The OB is so close on the right.
Pretty.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Slow.
so good. I mean, she's a full 30 feet at least farther than her competitors. That was amazing.
Yeah, what disc was that? Does she?
Yep, it is her. Oh, nice. Tour Series Sidewinder.
Dang, she's throwing that thing good. Hailey with a very nice linear shot, just cresting the hill exactly where you need to be.
Hailey and Kat going to be on the flat ground as well. Holyn having to deal with this uphill run-up makes this shot very tricky. You can find out of bounds so easily from here.
Wow, okay, Holyn.
Yeah, into circle 2 it looks like.
That's a difficult shot with the uphill run-up. She still keeps the nose angle nice and flat. That's hard to do. It's funny to watch Kat Mertsch and then immediately watch Hailey King. Like, their 2 games could not be any more different.
It's true.
Oh,
Early release from Kristin. Gonna find that left side OB.
Hailey on the left side of the fairway has to throw more of a hyzer. You have to push that corner tree to get up and on the green, and she sure does.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, Hailey's so like streamlined and everything's flat and like straight.
Kat's just wild, man.
Yeah. She's all arms. Free. Yeah, everything's feel.
Different every time, maybe. She finds the right side, but kicks inbounds.
Kristin gonna have to settle for another bogey here on the 7th.
Kat, I bet, gives us a little bit of a run here. Gonna be a par.
Holyn with a birdie look uphill from circle 2. A soft bid. That OB comes up so fast behind the basket. Only 4 birdies on hole 7 today.
Hailey from about 15 feet or so.
Nice.
Yeah, Hailey keeping it super clean. Not getting all the birdies she can, but being bogey free is great out here.
Valerie Mandujano, Anna Sten, and Jennifer Allen also birdied this one. This one feels good to get.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite holes to birdie.
Me too. It's kind of nice to say it's hard and then they actually make it look hard instead of like parking it.
We're not just exaggerating here in the booth.
I mean, we all know we're dramatic, but I mean, we're
That's
also
our job.
largely honest.
Honest and dramatic. Exactly what you want.
Largely honest.
Largely honest.
Anna Sten with the hot round right now, 4 down through 8, into a tie for 3rd with Kat Mertsch.
Hole 8, another double-lined OB hole, left and right side. This one's a lot more open, though, a lot shorter, and a lot more straightforward. You want to throw in the perfect world, a forehand just to the left of this tree and land somewhere in this area on the hill. The farther you get that disc to wrap, the easier this shot is. If you try to throw the second shot from out of position, it's really, really easy to find OB, either short side on the corner or left side if you throw your disc a little bit too flat or don't get your backhand to turn over as much as you want. Yesterday, we had a really stiff wind on the green. Today, it looks a little bit calmer.
This is a really great shot from Hailey, getting way up the hill. We saw lead card kind of struggle yesterday, ending up more on the right side and being pinched.
Yeah, everyone played right towards that big tree that you want to avoid. Hailey and Holyn both going way around it today.
Great.
That's about, I would say, to get to where they're landing with a forehand, I would say that's about a 320 or 330 foot forehand.
Yeah,
right?
It's definitely
It's huge.
a full
It's a rip.
distance drive. Yeah. Which is crazy because you look at 390 for the entire hole.
Yeah.
And they still have a significant approach shot. Math.
Physics.
Kristin, really stable disc here, does manage to stay in bounds. She might have a harder time, though, pinched on that corner, though she's really far up there.
Cat getting up to about 15 feet. Yep, here's that pinched corner Erika was talking about. The ceiling's a little bit lower as well. Kristin makes quick work of it up into the edge of the bullseye. This always plays as one of the easier holes of the day. It's in the top 3 today. 15 birdies, 60% of the field getting it.
Ooh, Holyn giving this a bit of a run. Man, her and Hailey both so far up there. I mean, that's an eagle look.
Yeah, come on, Hailey, throw it in.
Legit eagle look.
Ooh, and a pretty little floaty shot. It is crazy to see these holes getting quote-unquote broken by how good everyone is now.
It's so cool to see everyone throwing the forehand that the hole calls for.
Yeah, we used to see so many distance backhands and people going out of bounds on the left side and having to try to recover pars.
Hole 8, our most star-framed hole this tournament. Please keep it the same. We like it.
Yeah, this one, even though it is very birdieable and plays as one of the easier holes, I still like the design.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it wasn't that long ago where, and some people still don't have the forehand to play this hole kind of like how we just saw.
Designed,
yeah. Holyn, bogey-free, 4 down, very much in control right now. Wrapping it up, another really difficult par 3. If anyone can birdie it, it's our lead card here. 472 feet, but a significant downhill carry means you can get there usually with a flex shot that kind of challenges the right side. Most common mistake is probably bailing out early to the left. If you get around that first left corner, there's room and short grass over there if you bail a little bit too far, but most women just trying to get in the short grass, pitch up, take a par. There've only been a couple of birdies. We saw Holyn get it yesterday.
Yep. Let's see.
Wow, Hailey with a nice kind of straight pushing shot, fading out.
Let's go.
Nearly to the circle, it looks like. Very impressive.
We saw Maria Oliva and Hailey get it with circle 2 putts in round 1. Holyn get it yesterday, so that's the only 3 birdies we've seen so far.
Holyn with a little bit more turn than she had yesterday. It can be pretty rough over there.
Yeah, you're looking at that wall as the disc fades over to the right side of the fairway. Ooh.
Ooh. Gonna stable out, but still a great shot. Really great.
No, that's funny. Yeah.
significantly calmer conditions today. Love to see everyone going for it.
I love to hear everyone going, ooh.
I did not think I was going to do that there. That was amazing.
Fantastic shots. Holyn, I was wondering, we saw this in one of the rounds where she's actually far enough past the wall of trees where she can go spike hyzer around it. This year's the first time we've ever seen it. Now we've seen it twice. Look how thorny, though.
The rough does not want to release you. Cat, big putt here. Oh my God.
Wow.
What? What? I wonder how far she is. I know she's in circle 2, but this looks like a deep circle 2 putt.
Yeah, and to give it that much power and height to get into this elevated pin, massive putt.
Come on.
Look at this confident walk in, too.
Ooh, a little more wind here for Kristin's putt.
Good run. Hailey for a turkey.
Oh, man.
Dang.
She's had, that's I think her third putt that's just on top of the cage on the right side. Cat was the only birdie today.
That putt was unreal. Likely gonna give her some momentum too going into the back nine. Getting one on the leader.
Oh yeah, she's hyped right now.
Her mental game is just ironclad. She looks like she's having fun out there. She looks loose.
Hailey still with a very clean round so far. Bogey free. A few missed birdie opportunities, but looking clean. Calm.
Always calm.
Composed.
Yes. Holyn with 4 strokes over Hailey and Kat. Anna can extend 5 down through 10, the course record set by Holyn in round 2. Wait, yep,
Yes.
is 10 down, so that's pretty dang good. Kristin sliding back a bit.
Yeah, struggling to get back to even par after a couple of double bogeys. Everyone having a little bit rougher of a time today getting under par. 4-day events are hard, especially at a course like Toboggan.
Yeah.
It's one of those courses where at the end, everything kind of fall apart. The back nine is not somewhere where you're feeling comfortable, even with a sizable lead.
Never.
Double bogeys are lurking around every single corner, especially in those last 3 holes. We got 9 more holes on Championship Sunday. So please come hang with us. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hot geese.
Honk.
Honk.